Good afternoon, everybody. I think we are live now. Thank you for joining. Welcome all to Friday's Friday's session. Connected Community Health Support's free virtual bodyweight exercise programming. So today is the last day of week 8, but don't worry if you're just joining us. This is your first time. We have all of the workouts saved and recorded and saved. I should say same thing on our Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube pages. In case you guys want to go back and start from week 1, you can start from week 2 or 5, 6, 3, whichever one you guys want. There's varying intensities over all 8 of those weeks. So if you guys are looking for something a little bit harder, I suggest starting around week 4 or 5. But if you're looking just to get in right off the bat and start with some easy movement, start on week 1. Start really low on the intensity and then work our way up to where we are at now. So we are now at 1:30. So 45 seconds rest, 45 seconds work. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, so I'm just going to get right to it and finish my little spiel here. My name's Adam Fox. Like I said, I'm part of Connected Community Health Support, and we are here offering free virtual bodyweight exercise training 3 days a week, not 6, but 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30 in the morning. Seth Spicer proctors that one. Jacob Carroll does the 12 right in the middle of your day. And yours truly, Adam Fox, myself, does the 5:30 in the afternoon for all you guys just getting out of work, trying to get some good movement in today. So, reason that we are doing this, if you guys are new, as I've said this a million times, but I'm going to say it again. So we believe there is a disparity between people that need access to health interventions like this and people who have the access to that or can afford it. So, some people don't like the gym, some people don't like the stigma behind the gyms. A lot of people don't, may not have the money for an expensive gym membership or a trainer. We want you to be able to come to us for free to get some good quality movement and with no stigmas, no judgment, no bad juju, so to speak. You can just come here, hang out with us for a little bit, get a good workout in, and then go on with your day without us ever having to see you. And you can be nice and comfortable in the comfort of your own home, because we do believe that health and fitness should be accessible to everyone, not just the people with money or the people with access to the gym or people that are confident enough to go to the gym, because we understand that here. We've all been there. Even all three of us founders were a little bit heavier set at one point in time where did not really like going to the gym. So we understand. We want to be in your corner. We want to be your outlet for movement. So just remember that. If you guys have any questions about any of the things that I just spit at you in 5 seconds, you can reach out on any of our pages at Connected CHS on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I think I'm forgetting one, but literally anything. So reach out to us. We'll always like to do back and forth. Give us a question, comment, anything like that. We'll hit you right back. Try to figure out whatever your concern is or just enlighten you on whatever your question may be. So remember, as always, please make sure you guys, if you have any underlying health conditions, and sorry, I have cat hair in my eye or something. I cannot stop itching it. But sorry, if you guys have any underlying health conditions, joint issues, heart issues, anything like that, go check with your doctor first. Let them know we're doing a progressive overloading style of 52-week progressive program here. So just go make sure everything's all good under the hood, so to speak. Make sure your heart's beating good and all that good stuff. Want to make sure you guys are healthy so we can make you just a little bit healthier in this process. So as always, 8x8 space, enough to throw the arms around a little bit. I'm going to walk you through everything, so no need to figure anything out. We're going to give you, I'm going to give you what to do step by step so you don't have to think about it. Takes the hard part of working out of it, the programming part, figuring out what you got to do. So remember, we modify things on the fly. So if you want something harder, let me know. You want something easier, let me know. I can make those modifications live. I have the chat up, and I'm not putting it on the screen anymore. Just due to some people coming in and trolling. We don't need you guys to see all that. So just shoot us in the chat. I will make a modification for you. Pain is good, burn is bad. Remember that. These are 45-minute workouts, as I alluded to earlier. 45 seconds of work, 45 seconds of rest, and this is progressing. This is week 8, so it's a deload week. Last week we did 60-30. Now we're back to deload at 45-45. We're going to be moving up next week. It's going to be back-to-back sessions again. So stick, tune, and come and see us next week for a whole brand new style of training. Well, same style of training. Brand new exercises, so to speak. So all 8 exercises in a row. Ooh, doing limbo. All 8 exercises in a row, 1 through 8, 3 times. This is week number 8. Day number 24, and let's get to it. Let me start my handy dandy timer here and touch this real quick so it doesn't space out on me. All right, open them hips and close them up real quick, just like that. Get some good hip range of motion. Doesn't have to be anything too special. Doesn't have to be too much range of motion if you don't want it to be. If you want to go ahead and grab onto the imaginary wall that I don't have next to me, but you can have next to you if you need it. And remember, when you're doing these, most of your weight should be on the plant foot. This foot that's rotating should just be touching the ground real quick and coming back. But remember, if that's a little harder, push yourself in, hold the wall, and do it like that. Now we're going to switch sides. Just getting some good hip range of motion, trying to open up that hip a little bit. Especially since you guys are with me, and you might just be getting out of work. I definitely don't want you guys to be all tight and stiff, and you want to loosen up that hip capsule a little bit. And now we're going to do some light swings here. Same thing. Most of that weight, well, all the weight should be on your driving foot. Whatever foot is not swinging. This dang cat here. And my cat, Pip, she's not going to make a special appearance today. She's knocked out on the couch right there. So sorry to all of you who saw that last stream and want to see more of the cat. Maybe she'll make a special appearance on Monday. Who knows? So nice big swings like this. Hold the wall if you need to, as always. Now we're going to move on to the T-spine rotations. So starting here, hands out in front. Rotate that hand behind you. Follow it with your head. And then alternate. Follow with your eyes, I should say, not your head. So watch that hand the entire time and come back. Watch the hand and come back. Just like so. The whole point of this, same thing with the hips. Want to loosen you up a little bit. Make you get some good sensation in that upper and middle back. So you're not in that hunched over, chair posture that we all tend to be in from long days at work and whatnot. So moving on here, I'm doing some neck circles. So all I want you to do is just throw some different ranges of motion with your neck. Do it nice and controlled like I am. I don't want you shaking your head around or nothing like that, but just do some back and forth, some up and downs. Just throw a bunch of different circles at your neck. Throw a bunch of different patterns at it. I know you probably look crazy, but guess what? No one can see you. Everyone can only see me, so don't worry about it. Just throw your neck around. Don't make yourself dizzy. If you got vertigo, I wouldn't suggest doing this. I'd just look down and up and down and up and do some slow circles like this. Now we're going to look to the left and to the right. Find a point on the wall and look at that point. Only focus on looking at that point. Don't focus on what your neck muscles are doing. Your body will coordinate around that goal. If you find it, boom, boom, just like that. Find it, find it. Now same thing, down, up. And if I go through these a little bit too fast for you guys liking, go ahead and just slow it down a little bit. You don't have to do them this fast. You can do them a little slower and then just move on to the next one when you are ready. So now the next one, like I was talking about, is the arm swings. Nice big arm swings like this. Or you could do little guys like this. Whatever feels better for you. Whatever you like more. And we also do have another special guest called my shadow, because unfortunately it's a little rainy down here in the old Troy-lit. So not doing a lot of open shade streaming right now because there's not enough sun for that to happen. So me and my old shadow here, what's up, dude, are gonna be hanging out with you today. So all right, I'm gonna get going on the first exercise here. We got about 15 seconds till we get started, so take a drink. All we're gonna be doing is reaching to the ground. So align your hips in a nice good position like this by pushing your hands from your hips to your knees and then pick up the pillow here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Woo, that is loud. I gotta turn that down. So just like this, all you're doing, this nice aligned position, pushing down. Now from here, you're bending down a little bit, picking that up, and coming back. And I always like to use a prop because if you're just doing this body weight, just going like this, it gets really easy to internally control that or kind of think about the muscles. But when you're just thinking about, hey, all I need to do is pick this up, it makes it a lot easier for your body to coordinate because all you're doing is picking up a pillow or whatever you may have at your disposal. Don't look at the camera though, because you might miss the pillow like I did. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Alrighty, moving on here. Get your next exercise here. All right, perfect. Next one we got, moving on to bent over overhead press or pull, whichever one you want to call it. It's very similar to just doing a regular overhead press like this, but now you take this movement right here, bend over. Now we're just going to do it for the same thing. Now remember, you don't have to be bent over all the way like this if you don't want to. My hamstrings are really tight for my workout, so I'm going to go at about a 45-degree angle like this. You can do the same, whatever works better for you. But we're starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bent over. We're just going to, you can do a nice little slow pace like this. You can pick up the speed a little bit. And if these are a little bit too difficult, then we can do the raises up like this. But well, we're going for these right here if you can. And it's okay if you can't. Like I said, I gave it a modification we can do. And as you see, I'm wobbling a little bit. That's totally okay. Nothing wrong with a little bit of wobble. As long as you're not falling over. Whew, my shoulders are sore right now. But power through. Come on, guys. Power through with me here. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Ooh, these overhead presses are going to be hard. Come on, laptop. Don't do this to me. All right, there we go. Sorry. My streaming service has been a little bit of pain in the butt recently, and it's not compatible with my laptop right now, so I got to figure that out. Sorry, I'm not very technically savvy, but that's A-okay because I got to work out. I don't need to be technically savvy. I'm going to help you guys work out and be the healthier, happier version of you. So moving on here, next exercise. Same thing we're just doing, but now overhead pressing like so. Still got a couple more seconds, but we can do alternating like this if you want. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So reach to the sky. Reach up like that. And just keep on just only focus on touching the sky. That's all you got to think about. And as you can see, maybe you can't, my arms are not going straight in front of my head. My arms going behind my head a little bit. Not drastically, but there's a little bit of a rocking motion with my head, and that's totally normal. You should have a little rock to where your neck's coming forward. You just shouldn't arch the lower back like that. This is no bueno, mis amigos. You want to keep that lower back nice and flat. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, baby. Blowing through these as always. Hope you guys are having a great Friday, even though it's not that beautiful out. At least in upstate, it's not that beautiful. So, I just thought about that. Is there any other places that they refer to their state as upstate? Like, does Florida? Like, is Jacksonville considered? I don't know anything about geography in states. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but I've always wondered that. It's like they have like lower, like the city, and then like upstate in other states too. Or is this just a weird New York thing? Sorry, I digress. So we're doing marches here. I got a bunch of different variations. I'll start showing you in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we can just get the feet off the ground like so. Do a little bit faster if you want, but only if you want to. We can do holds like this. So big marches. A little bit of hold. You can push into the knee. What we're going to be trying to do today, hands up here like this. Elbow, elbow, elbow to knee, just like that. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy if you don't want it to be. Remember, we got a bunch of different variations for you for this. So it really just depends on what you think feels better for you. And stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Oof. All right. There we go, baby. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see me doing the floor presses, but we're about to find out. So, I almost skipped squats. Gotta have the steak and potatoes, the most important part, one of the most important parts. I don't have a chair to demonstrate on. Whoopsies. So, we're going to pretend today, use our imagination, my friends. Pretend as if there's a chair behind me. All we're going to be doing, sitting down in that chair, and then standing back up. So sitting down in the chair, standing back up, sitting down, standing up, just like that. Still got about 5 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So sit down, stand back up. Just like that. Remember, like I said, it doesn't have to be anything too difficult. If you don't have that full range of motion, you don't feel comfortable getting all the way down, let's go down to like a quarter squat, come back up. But it's the same concept. All you're doing is sitting down in a chair. And if you guys have a chair, put the chair under you and just sit down and stand back up. It's the same thing as a squat. Anatomically, there is no difference between a squat and sitting down in the chair and standing back up. It's all about conscious intention and how we control our muscles to do so. Because we, as humans, we like to make things very complicated. And it's kind of a downfall of our fitness industry. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. What I mean by that, sometimes we like to overcomplicate things to seem like we know, to seem like we're smart, seem like we know what we're talking about. Or I know trainers and people in gyms do this a lot. The reason I say that is all you need to think about when you're squatting is just sitting down and standing up, because it is such a simple movement we do all the time that we kind of convolute and put a fancy word called a squat on it, and then we have to, people start turning muscles on when they're not supposed to. Like if you just let your body do the work, let your brain do the work, I should say, focus on a target, let the brain coordinate, and you'll get better results, I promise. Moving on to the wall press here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So pressing from the wall here, coming down nice and slow, pushing away, coming down nice and slow, pushing away. Now we're gonna move. I'm not sure if you guys can see me. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she joined us today. So, floor press from the knees. But from here, coming down 1, 2, 3, pressing up. Coming down 1, 2, 3, pressing up. 1, 2, 3, press up. 1, 2, 3. And 10 more seconds here, guys. 1, 2, 3. Now, feet fully extended for the last one here. 1, 2, 3. Knees in the ground. And we are done. There we go. You just gotta be right in my... You only want my attention when I'm doing something. I swear to gosh. I swear. Will you please move for me, pretty kitty? Thank you. Hi, I lied. She's here. You guys get a little guest appearance from Miss Piff, the Piff Princess. All right. Moving on here. So another bent over exercise. So we have 2 variations here for you, if you guys would like. So we have same thing from this position, bent over. We can do the bent over pullbacks like this. Bringing those pinky thumbs to the sky and then pinkies to the sky. Excuse me. Or we can do the T's and Y's and I's. We're going to start with TYI's, starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So T's and Y's and I's. And we're going to do that for about 20 seconds, then switch to the pullbacks, because your brain loves variety. It loves to have new sensations, or for you to change up the sensations so it's not getting the same thing over and over again. You know, variety, as I've heard it put, is the spice of life. That goes for everything. Just doing some... Oh, we're switching. Whoopsies, I'm talking too much. Sorry. My apologies, guys. Switching here. And like I said last stream, I can filibuster really well. So my apologies for getting off track a little bit here. 5 more seconds here, guys. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I forgot what I was even talking about, so it's okay. Probably wasn't that important anyway. Moving on. Oh yeah, variety. So, perfect time to talk about variety. Talk about boxing. So now, this next exercise, all we're gonna do, get in a solid stance, like so. So someone came and pushed you. You guys ever play Mortal Kombat? You see the dudes just rocking back and forth like this. So if someone ever pushes you, you're not gonna fall over. You're gonna rock a little bit, so get in that nice solid position. I want you to just throw some punches like so. You can add in some uppercuts, add in some variety if you want. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we throw in those punches like so. Nothing too crazy if you don't want it to be. You can do nice, slow pace like this. The whole point of this, I just want you guys to keep the arms moving for the full 45 seconds. Just keep them moving. Keep them moving. Remember, you don't got to be Mike Tyson to do this. All it is throwing your fists Nothing too crazy. Keeping that heart rate up. Throw some variety. Uppercuts. Some straight jabs. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Woo! There we go. Good job, guys. Little pats on the back. We're done with the first round. 2 more to go, and then you guys can get out of here and enjoy your Friday night. Like I know I will be doing. All right. Let me grab another water bottle real quick. Do I need? No, I'm good. Whoopsies. All right. So back to the reach to the grounds. All we gotta do here, remember, like I said, use your handy dandy props. Get yourself in a good position, like so, to where if you push down, you're not getting that arch like this. You're keeping that nice aligned lower back like so. Bend down, pick it up, stand back up, starting in 2, 1, and begin. Pick it up. Just like this. Remember, like I said, does not have to be anything too crazy. Just picking it up, putting it back down, picking it up. And if these are like, if you're like, hey, stupid laptop, sorry guys. Come on, baby. Work with me here. Don't work against me. Thank you. Okay. Remember, if these are too easy, we can go to the ground and do the bridge variation, which is just aligning your armpits to your knees, pressing up like so. Remember, you don't got to make it more complicated than it has to be. Focus on pushing those feet into the ground, aligning that hip, aligning your body nice and straight. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Oh, almost made it. That was close. Close enough. Close enough. Alrighty. Snug, you out there with me today, baby? I know I see some people in here. I don't know if my boy's out there getting a good workout with me today. Next one we're going back to, remember the bent over overhead press. Remember, if you want a different variation to this, you can do the top half of the bent over pullbacks. So that'll look like, or even if you want, you could just hold your hands out here if this is a little bit too difficult for you. So either way, starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bend it over. It doesn't have to be harder than you want it to be. You can slow it down, or speed it up, or just hold them out here. You're going to get just about the same result for either of them, but just like I said, we want to be the buffet for movement. You pick, we give you options, and you pick. Because that's what this is about. Your guys' autonomy. You guys picking what you want to do and what you don't want to do, and us being the facilitator here for you. Keep on pressing overhead, or pulling, I should say. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Just like this. We got 3, 2, 1, and done. There we go. I was a second early that time. My apologies, my friends. All right. I know it's the deload week, but I'm still nice and sweaty. I don't know about you guys, but all right. Moving on. The bent. I just did that one. Whoopsies. Reading off my board wrong just because my eyes are a little bit not up to par, but that's okay. Moving on to the raise the roofs. So remember, pressing up, touching the sky. Only got to focus on touching the sky. And as I was saying earlier, if your head, you don't have to constantly think about this, but if your head comes forward a little bit, that's totally all right. That's how your body's supposed to work. Starting right now. So overhead press, just like so. Remember, you don't gotta make it more complicated than it has to be. Just touch the sky. If it helps to look at the sky or the ceiling, obviously you guys can't touch the sky unless you have powers unbeknownst to the entire world, and you can have like Mrs. Elastic arms and just touch the sky. Then, but I'm assuming you don't. So just pretend like you can touch the sky or the ceiling, whatever environment you're in right now. Maybe you're outside watching this, enjoying a beautiful day, not in upstate New York. So just pretend like you're touching the sky and coming back down just like this. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I'm like half a second early every time. Trying to get it down pat so the ringing goes with my clapping, but that's a little harder than it looks or sounds. So I know I was kind of talking the last time, so I'm going to re-explain this. The marching variations can be whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be little marches like this, little happy feet like that movie with those penguins, which they all look. Never mind. I was gonna say they all. I don't know if it's just me or penguins always all look fat, but I think that's probably just all their extra skin. I don't know what I'm talking about here. I'm just demoing these exercises. So, or you can do the knee hits like this, or starting in 3, 2, 1, we can do elbows to knees like so. And the only goal I want you to think about is bringing those knees to your elbows like this. And the farther you bring your elbows out, the more you're gonna feel this in your core. Just like so. Keep on touching your knees, bring them up. And remember, if this is a little too difficult, you don't like the stability. Ooh, excuse me. Whew, you pig. Excuse me. So if you don't like the stability aspect, you can just hold it like this or hold it like this for a second. Whatever feels the best for you. And keep touching. You got 3, 2, 1, and stop. I was a second late that time. Alrighty. So I know we have been doing the lateral squats, which are a little bit more of a difficult movement. So that's why we're going back to just the regular squats for this week, because we want to make sure you guys get to properly deload so we can bump up the intensity next week so you guys can be ready for it. Because this is a progressive program, I want to make sure we're progressing you the smart way and not just adding more time without giving you guys a chance to, acclimate to it in a sense, or get used to it, if you will. So, moving on here to the squats. Also, micro pats on both back halfway through the full workout. Starting here with the squats in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, if you don't feel comfortable going all the way down, quarter squats like that, just pretend like there's a really tall chair. You're coming down, sitting in, standing back up, sitting in, standing back up, just like that. Or go a little bit lower if you want, if you can. I should say not if you want, if you can. A little bit lower like this. Come back up. Or you can go all the way down like this. If that's still too easy without hitting your head on the ceiling like I almost just did, you can do squat jumps. Just make sure when you're doing those squat jumps that you're landing nice and quietly. It's like you're trying to sneak in your house. Never mind. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. You want them quiet like you're sneaking in your house when you're a teenager. Nice and quiet. You don't want to wake your parents up. Think about it like that. It's a good analogy for you. Back to the wall press or the floor press. I was jabbering and yamming last time, so I'm going to re-explain this. So when you're doing the press, instead of that my shoulders are nice and kind of like pinched in, you want to extend those shoulders out. So when you're doing the push-up, the same position, so instead of being hunched in like this and lowering your head, you're pushing your chest away while you're lowering and then pushing back up. 1, 2, 3, and then push. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So 1, 2, 3, and then push away. 1, 2, 3, and then push away. I know these can get really difficult. That's why I want to give you guys that 3-second count so you're not just banging out like 40 push-ups in 45 seconds, because I know that's not really sustainable. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys. Keep pushing. 2, 3. If these are becoming too easy, extend those legs like this. Come down. 1, 2, 3. Go to the knees. Push back up. 1, 2, 3. Go to the knees. Push back up. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and press. And we're done. Good job, guys. There we go, baby. Whew. I'm sweating. I don't know if my guy Crazy Dude's out there, but I made sure I wore the black today, so no pit stains, baby. All right, moving on. The bent over pullbacks or the ITYs. Remember, if you guys want to do the ITYs or the bent pullbacks, you like one more than the other, go ahead and pick it. I'm not going to tell you which one to do. I'm just going to give you the option. As always, we're starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So Get in that nice bent over position. Remember, this is a great cue for it. Hands and hips push to knees, pinkies, thumbs, pinkies, thumbs, pinkies, thumbs, just like that. Remember, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. And if you're coming up and arching the lower back like this, that's not a-okay. So only go to whatever your range of motion is. Now we're gonna go to the ITYs, so T, and then Ys, and then Is, and Is, and Ys, and T's, and T's, and Ys, and Is. I know it kind of sounds silly that I'm just repeating this, but it really does help to not mess you up, to make sure you're actually doing them in order if you say it out loud. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1. See, I said that, and right after I said that, I went from I's back to T's instead of doing I's, Y's, T's. So it's proof is in the pudding, so to speak. Every time I start talking, I always mess those up. So just remember, your brain really likes rhythm and coordinates around rhythm. So make a beat to it. Go. I wouldn't suggest doing that because you might sound goofy, but hey, no one's listening, no one's watching. So I'm the only one sounding goofy, not you. So going back to our little there we go, our triple G punches today. See, I didn't want to reuse another boxer's name. I already used Mike twice. So what can I say? Does Logan Paul count as a boxer? Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So punching like so. Nice strong base. All I want you to do is keep those arms moving. Keep them moving, keep them moving. Doesn't have to be too fast. You do nice and slow pace like this. You can add some uppercuts, some quick jabs. And like I said, I am a personal trainer, not a boxer. So my form is probably god-awful. So don't, I only got coached a little bit, so do not take my form as perfect. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Woof! There we go. A little bit bigger pats on each back. Almost through the entire workout. 2/3 of the way there. 66%. That'll win a house majority. That'll make you start in the NBA. You got that shooting percentage, so almost there. No little abstract, but hey, I gotta make this fun, man. If I'm not having fun, then what's the point of doing it? If you guys aren't having fun, if we're both not having fun, then you know what I mean? What's the point? So you gotta spice it up as much as you can. All right. Speaking of spicing it up, let's get down on the ground here. Do the bridges for the full 45 seconds. Start in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So from here, armpits align nice with the knees. You're pressing up just like this to create that nice straight line. So you're not overarching like this or curling up like this. Just nice presses, nice thrusts, I should say. Just like this. I know I can't do it because I'm yapping over here like a chihuahua, but you guys can breathe. So when you're doing it, make sure you're nice and control your breathing. Your breathing is a movement pattern, just like a squat or a hinge or anything like that. So make sure you're controlling that breathing. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Let's try this again. There we go. All right. Moving on here. Good. Looking good on time. Whew. Good job, guys. I'm going to toss my water bottle real quick. All right, cat. Throw the water bottle in the garbage, and the cat tries to freak out on you. You know, like I said this last stream, but there's a reason why dogs are man's best friend. And that cat right there is one of the reasons why. Start with the bent over overhead presses in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Align yourself. Ooh, that was bad. Hips, hands on hips, push into knees. Align, nice and tight, mate. Pressing overhead or pulling, whichever way you perceive it. You can pull down, pull down, pull down, just like this. Try to, if you want, you can have the arms, the elbows closer in. You can have them out to the side like this. Sorry, you can't see that, can you? So you can have your elbows out like this. You can have them in like this. Whatever feels better for you guys. Heck, if you want them down, if you want them here, you can do that too. Whatever feels best for you. Only got a couple more seconds, guys. Come on, keep powering through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cut it. Woo-hoo. There we go. Only got 6 more, and then we are done. Keep on powering through. Then you guys got the whole weekend to relax, you know, de-stress a little bit. Go hang out with your friends, your significant other, whatever you guys are going to do, whatever you do with your weekends. I don't know. But whatever you're doing, make sure you're happy and you're healthy and you're staying safe. Still in the COVID times, unfortunately. Getting closer to the end now. I'm getting my vaccine today. Give me a round of applause. That's a knee slapper. All right, moving on here to the overhead presses, raise the roof, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So the hand position for this, I haven't really mentioned. Whatever feels better for you. If you want the hands closer in and pressing up like this, if you want the hands like you're actually raising the roof, like you're in one of those 90 music videos where they're going like this, then whatever you want to do, whichever one feels more comfortable for you. I personally like the a little bit of rotation. I start with my palms towards my body and then rotate my palms away, facing you guys. So whatever feels best for you. My structure is different than yours. So you've had a shoulder injury, you're going to move a lot differently than I do. Or say if you even have injured your core recently, you're going to move a lot differently than I do. So remember that you're only competing against yourself. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get the clap and the ding one of these times, I promise you. You just wait. Moving back to the marching variations. Remember, you can do whichever one you want. If you just want to do little guys like this, like the little happy feet, go right ahead. If you want to do big holds like this and just hold it there for as long as you can without falling, go ahead. Oof! Excuse me. Go ahead and do that. So if you want to just hold it here, go ahead. Just like that. I got another one of these. Excuse me. Excuse my manners. My apologies, guys. How rude of me. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we can do the marches like this, or we can do marching to the hands. Do the opposite hand like this. This is another variation. So what we're doing for this week, like I said, is the elbow to knee. But if you don't like how this feels, you don't like this in general, opposite hand, press into knee, opposite hand, press into knee, like so. It's whichever one you feel more comfortable doing. Remember that. It's all about your comfortability, not me, because I personally like these ones better. But hey, this ain't about me. It's about you guys. So just remember that. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I sometimes, when I'm doing these pad, my girlfriend doesn't want to run through the house because our room is over this way and our kitchen's this way. She'll go all the way around outside, coming through the front door instead of running across. So shout out to her for not interrupting my stream. Greatly appreciated, darling. All right, moving on here to the squats. Remember, we're not doing lateral squats, just regular squats. Grab a chair, sit your butt down in it, and stand back up. Same thing as a squat, it's just a different name. We decided to put a name on it because sitting down and standing up took too long to say. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Oh, I jumped the gun on that. It's okay. So we're just coming down like this. And remember, if you don't have the range of motion, if you can only come down to here, then only come down to here. But next week, when we do these again, I want you to come down a little lower. And the week after that, or the day after that, I want you to come down a little lower. And every day by day, it's kind of like I'm trying to think of a good analogy for this. I don't know, never sifted for gold, but I was assuming it's like sifting for gold. You gotta just keep doing it, and eventually you'll find it. I don't know, that was a horrible analogy, but you get the point I'm trying to say. It's like, Rome wasn't built in a day. There we go, that's a good one. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, we got it on the button that time, baby. Let's go. All right. Wall presses, floor presses, incline presses, whatever feels best for you. I didn't demo the incline presses last time. So the incline presses, anything that is on an inclined surface, keeping the hands nice and close in, coming down for 3 seconds, pushing away like so, 1, 2, 3, pushing away, and making sure you're not letting that belly button sag to the ground like this, keeping it nice and controlled. Not going to say tight, but controlled. Keep the core controlled. I'm going to start with the floor press because I think that's a little easier for people. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, hands just under your chest a little bit, coming down. Reposition yourself if you're in a bad position like I just was. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to challenge you guys for the last 20 seconds here, so get ready. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. So feet extended. 1, 2, 3, and then push up. 1, 2, 3. Go to your knees and push up. 1, 2, 3. Knees and push up. And then 1, 2, 3. Knees, push up. Last one here, guys. 1, 2, 3. Knees and press. And we are done with that. And my laptop decided to turn off on me again. I gotta fix that. Restream telling me to use Google Chrome, but they're not letting me use Google Chrome. Come on, man. As Stephen A would say, come on, man. All right, bent over pullbacks, ITYs. Remember, either or, whichever one feels better for you. So, we're going to start with ITYs. I started with the pullbacks last time. 20 seconds, 22 and a half seconds of the ITYs, and then 22 and a half seconds of the bent over pullback, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So line yourself nice. T's, Y's, and I's, and I's, and Y's, and T's, T's, Y's. So I'm going to try to talk right now and not coordinate this with what I'm saying, but I have a feeling, oh, look at that, I'm doing pretty swell. There we go. And now we are going to switch, so pull back, come up, pull back, come up. So thumbs and pinkies, thumbs to the sky, pinkies to the sky. I want you to try to touch the ground on each pass through. So don't come down like this. Nice aligned position, come up, come down, come up, come down like so. Touching the ground every time. Just like this. And we are done with that. All right. Where's my boxer? I already said Holyfield. Canelo, I already got all the major ones. I'm blanking on another boxer's name. This just shows that I'm not really that much of a big boxing fan. Dang. I can't think of one Jake Paul doesn't count. I can't say him. That is Ben Askren. Oh, Tommy Fury. What about him instead of Tyson Fury, his little brother? The little wannabe Tyson Fury. Start with the punches in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, the last 10 seconds, I'm going to ask you guys to give me all you got. This is the last exercise of the day. And then you are on your merry way to do whatever it is you do on a Friday night. So we got about 30 seconds. So in about 20 seconds, I'm going to say, give me everything you got. And I want fast punches with keeping that core control. Right now, just switch it up. Throw some different punches. We got 5 more seconds. And go. Give me everything you got, guys. Come on. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Look at that. And your Friday workout is done. Whoa. Getting ahead of myself here. Still got to do the cool down. So, take a drink. Come back in 30 seconds for the cool down. Remember, while you're doing the cool down, breathing through the nose and out of the mouth. I yap too much to do that. So, in the nose, out of the mouth, just like this. Four seconds. in the nose, 8 seconds out of the mouth. Starting with the self hugs here. And all you're doing, oh gosh, that gives me PTSD back to school with the bells, jeez. So, yeah, thank God I'm not in high school anymore. It's weird. I loved college, and I do love college, but high school just, maybe I don't know, maybe everyone just didn't like high school unless like you were like the valedictorian, then you liked it. But, and even if you were the valedictorian, you probably, hey, kudos to you. I think I just wasn't smart enough for that. Or maybe because my school didn't offer exercise science. But hey, that's neither here nor there. We're here focusing on these nice little hugs. Give yourself a nice big hug now. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. We're just going to slap the arms against the chest like so. Or if you want, we can do arm circles too. Now these are going to be a little bit on the slower, lighter side because we're trying to cool you down instead of warm you up. So just slow, nice and slow, mates. Like this. Perfect. Now you can keep on doing those if you want. We're going to move on to the kickouts. So now another beautifully rainy, almost said sunny, beautifully rainy day here in Troy. So I stepped in a big puddle. And now I know we've all done this. We stepped in the puddle and we're like, get this water off my foot. So now get some sensation into your entire limb and just shake it around a little bit. And same thing like I was talking with the neck circles in the warm-up. Just throw some different movements at your legs. See how it feels. Get some new sensation. You know, like I said, this is supposed to be fun. And like, I don't want this to be a stagnant process for you guys. So kick the leg around a little bit. Get some new sensation in the leg. Wake your leg up a little bit to cool it down. And it's kind of counterintuitive, but there is a purpose behind it. More sensation, the better. So keep on kicking the leg out like this. Now we're going to do some light swings. Remember, grab the wall if you need it. Whew, my hamstring is tight, or at least it seems tight. Probably not actually tight, but I perceive it as being tight. So keep on swinging here, guys. Now we're going to switch sides. Ooh, that was almost smooth. Switch side here. And same thing, just swinging. Don't gotta make it too complicated. Swing and don't you do it to me, laptop. Come on, man. Why are you doing me like that? All right. Now for Mawaz's favorite part of the cool down, some good old-fashioned breathing. So all we're gonna be doing, big deep breaths in the nose and out of the mouth. You coming to join us for the cool down, huh? Huh, Pip? Come here. Yeah, she's joining us for the cool down. Come on, breathe with me. I don't think she wants to breathe with us. Come on, breathe, ready? All right, you're not interested. I'll let you go. I tried. One more. All right.
Activity completed.
Thank you, Siri. I appreciate it. Not like we didn't know that, but that's okay. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, always message us on our socials or shoot them in the chat. I'll give you guys another minute here if you guys have any questions and whatnot. I know there's a couple of you in here, so which is okay because we're still getting a lot of you guys are still watching these videos, and that's all that matters. Even if you're watching it, while it's live or after, as long as you're watching it, getting the workout in, we're glad that we can help because this is about you guys. This is not about us. This is about helping you guys, giving back to our community, making sure you guys have that access to health and fitness if you didn't otherwise or before this. So I really appreciate all you guys for all the love, support, just the constant support you guys are giving us coming in and just being here, sticking by our sides. So thank you guys very much. I'm going to go up to camp for the weekend and enjoy the nice little long weekend we got. So I will catch you guys at 5:30 sharp on Monday. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'll catch you on the flip side, baby.